Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the table at a dance competition? Exactly what are the judges looking for anyway? This is Making the Impact, a dance competition podcast. Each week, we'll cover a different topic related to the world of competitive dance from the perspective of the judges behind the table. Dance Attack Miami offers a quality over quantity approach to dance education, and from what we can tell, it's working. Their alumni have gone on to have careers in TV and film, on Broadway, and on stages around the world. Owners Courtney Ramos and John Culbertson share what works for them after 29 years of studio ownership.
Hello, Dance World. Welcome to this week's episode of Making the Impact. I'm your host, Courtney Ortiz, and I'm here with my co-host, Lesley Mealor.
Courtney, we are about to hear about this amazing studio, and I just can't wait.
I'm so excited. Our next Studio Spotlight is here, and I know it's a fan favorite. Our Studio Spotlight episodes, everyone loves them because we get an inside look at successful studios around the country that are making an impact in the competitive dance world. And we have another fantastic studio on the lineup here today.
Yeah, and I think you guys at home are going to really enjoy this one. It's some interesting backstory for the owners and just a really talented studio we're about to hear from. So I'm ready to jump into it.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's jump in. But before we do, we have to tell you some of our recent Making the Impact award winners. As you know, we sponsor an award at all IDA affiliated competitions called the Making the Impact Judges' Choice Award that goes to one dance throughout the entire weekend that the judges cannot stop thinking about by the end of the weekend event. It can go to a group of any size, solo through production, any age, any level, any style of dance. It's that one dance that the judges want to recognize for making an impact, whether it was through choreography, technique, performance, execution. And one of the perks of winning this award is you get a shout out on our podcast. So Lesley, please do the honors of announcing our first winner.
Alrighty. Congratulations to Crystal Whitener Academy of Dance from Conover, North Carolina, from Endless Talent Dance Competition in Taylorsville, North Carolina for their small group, Grease. Congratulations, everyone. We love a Making the Impact Award.
Yes, we do. And before we jump into the official episode, let's hear from our wonderful sponsors. Our Season 5 premier sponsor, Francisco Gala Dance Works, offers some exceptional training opportunities for dancers throughout the year. If you're seeking an intensive to attend over Labor Day weekend before you head back to your dance season, then check out Francisco Gala Dance Works Pre-Professional Dancer Institute. Taking place in beautiful Santa Fe, New Mexico from August 29th through September 2nd, 2024, this intensive provides knowledge to dancers to better aid them in the transition after high school graduation. This is especially recommended for dancers considering college or secondary training programs. Throughout the 5-day intensive, dancers will learn all about different programs for post-graduation, how to build a resume, create audition submissions, apply for scholarships, and so much more. And of course, there will be lots of dancing involved, with classes that are curated towards a typical college dance curriculum to allow dancers to understand what will be expected of them in a college dance program. Parents are also welcome to observe select classes and workshops throughout the event to better help their dancers' journey on the best path for their future. This intensive is open to advanced dancers ages 13 through 18. Mark your calendars and join Francisco Gala and faculty at this wonderful summer dance workshop. Learn more about the program and what is offered by visiting their website at preprodancerinstitute.com. Thank you to Francisco Gala Dance Works for being our Season 5 premier sponsor. All right, listeners, we're jumping into our next episode, and it's a Studio Spotlight, one of our favorite episodes we love doing where we get to sit down and chat one-on-one with successful studios around the country and even the world. As we've seen earlier this season, we did an episode with an Australian studio, and we've done episodes with Canadian studios in the past. And now we're heading down to sunny Miami, Florida for our next Studio Spotlight. I'm super excited about this one because I've been admiring this studio for a very long time, and we finally got them on the podcast, and I can't wait to chat with these two wonderful owners of the studio. They've been in business for 29 years. They have been 6-year national champs in a row, 6 years in a row. They are producing top quality professional dancers after they graduate from the studio. They are going on to fantastic professional careers out in Los Angeles on TV and film, up in New York City on Broadway, and they're going to share all of that with us today on Making the Impact. I'm excited to welcome the owners of Dance Attack Miami. Please welcome John Culbertson and Courtney Ramos to the podcast. Welcome, y'all.
Hi, welcome. Hi.
Yay! I'm so glad you are here. And we are thrilled to chat with you. Like I said, I love what y'all are doing down in Miami. You are just producing some of the fiercest, most fire dancers ever down there.
Thank you. I'm trying.
You're doing everything right, and I can't wait to hear all the things. So thanks for joining us on the podcast. And if you wouldn't mind, before we jump into the studio aspect, if you could, I know you both are the co-owners of the studio, so maybe we can start with Cookie, if you want to share a little bit more about your dance background, how you started dance, where you grew up, and what led you into studio ownership. And then we can also tie in how y'all met and got into owning a studio together. And then John can go next.
Gotcha. I was raised in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm from Dolores Warner School of Performing Arts in Tucker. And that's who got me started. And I competed with her. I didn't start when I was 5. I was more like 15. So I was a little late starter at that time. But I did a lot of, I think at that time, dance caravans, red, white, and blue, DEA, DMA. I was DEA, our chapter winner. Then John will tell you he won his chapter. He was Mr. Pennsylvania. Anyway, just that, and then I just had this passion for dance. I swam as growing up all my life, but then I had this dance passion. And Dolores, her kindness of her heart, she kind of just pulled it out of me, and she took me under her wing. She taught me how to tumble. The woman's 4'11". She would pick me up. She goes, "You can do a back tuck." She would pick me up. She would turn me. She'd push me over. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And even the girls in the studio would all help. Anyway, they taught me. I learned. I was there for a while, and then I left, and I went to audition, and I went to DA in New York, and we were competing in the nationals, and that was in a long time ago. And actually, I was competing against John Crutchman, Alan Sheffield. And I know they're like big names in the dance world. Anyway, it was that. And then there was an audition for a show. And Dolores goes, "I think you should audition." So I went, and I said, okay. So we flew to Miami. So we went back home to Atlanta, flew to Miami for a job. And I auditioned, and I got it. And I went, wow. I go, here's this little Southern country boy, and I'm doing a job in Miami, you know? So yeah. I got this job, and it was amazing. And that's how it was a theater. It was not a Broadway. It was a theater show. Yeah, in Miami at the Sheraton Harbor. Anyway, that started that way, and then that led to like 18 years of just straight working. I worked in Miami, Acapulco. I worked in Canada. I worked in Montreal. I worked in Puerto Rico. I worked in Vegas, Reno. I worked everywhere, and dances kind of became my passion and my love, you know. And since I felt like when you start late, you have to train, so I kind of trained more. I would go to classes, different places, you know, because I wanted to get better. But, you know, it's hard sometimes when you're working because, you know, you're like, oh, I want to sleep today. But then I would get up because there was a lot of things that I wanted to do. Anyway, so, and then just life went on. And then I worked everywhere. And then in about 1990, 91, something like that, I met John we were both doing a job. We both got hired for the same show. And they hired him as my opposite. And I was like, whoa, check it out. Look at this guy. I've heard about him. He can do everything I can do, or I can do everything he can do. Anyway, and we met each other, and I would sit and watch him and go like, wow, that boy's really cool. You know, so we did the show here in Miami, and then we just became we became great friends. Like we became best friends. We worked great together, and then we worked for a lot of people because they were like, oh, I want those two boys because they're really good kids, you know, and then John got me to work in a dance studio with him, you know, because I would just do the show at night during the day. Anyway, I started working with him at a dance studio here in Miami. And then we worked there for a while. And then one day we decided, you know, we wanted to do our own, like have our own thing. And we were trying to figure out how we're going to do this. And I go, okay, what do you think? Let's come up with a name that has a song, like so that you always have a theme song. So John had a solo okay, he's going to tell you a story. I'm going to jump into his story. He's from Rui Daughtery's School of Dance in Pittsburgh. So Rui had done a dance for this girl it's called Dance Attack. It was by Sergio Mendes, which if you look it up, it's only on LP. But,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So he had done a solo for one of the girls at the studio that we were working at. And we're in the car and I go like, what do you think? Dance Attack, because there's a song. And he goes, hey, okay, that's not bad. Because I always wanted something that had a song, something that has a song that goes with it. A recital, we do it. So we find some song that goes with it. So that's like your song. Anyway, so that's how we come up with Dance Attack in 1995.
Wow.
We left where we worked, didn't take anyone with us, didn't tell nobody. We did one thing. The lady that owned it didn't think we did.
Right.
Didn't tell anyone. I'm not going to mention her name, but you can figure it out. We did the right thing. We found a place. It was called Miss Doris School of Dance. She had just closed. It was 600 square feet. That was it. One little room. Yeah, with air conditioning stuck in the window. In the back. Yep. Yeah, no waiting room. You had to sit outside. And it would freeze. The air conditioner would freeze. I have to open the door and get a blow dryer. And yeah, money's tight. We just started. Yeah. And we didn't know what to do, but we had a lot of friends that owned dance studios that helped us and said, okay, guys, this is how you have to do. This is how you do pricing. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. And they helped us kind of to show us. And, trial and error, because you mess up. Things happen. But we were there for a year and a half because then the people next door left. So originally we opened, we only had 7 people.
Wow.
That's it. It was 7. That's it. 7.
So one class.
Yeah, there was one class and they were all older. And from the 7 people, we went to Star Power in 1995. Yeah.
Wow.
And we won the Victory Cup.
Wow.
And they go, yeah, John did a beautiful dance called Indian Dreams. And yeah, we had, and it was like, and these were kind of these were his students that he had been teaching from another place. And they decided to come on their own. We didn't ask. But it was a great beginning. And everybody goes, what's your name? Who are you people?
Right. Who are you?
People goes, who are you? They didn't know who we were. But it took time. And it took, and I guess, and we're not really like, we're not like, I won't say conceited. People that think like, like we're the best. I go, no, we appreciate everybody's work.
Because there's a lot of great studios out
there. They're great studios.
Oh, sure.
I mean, all those years we would go to all these dance competitions and we would see all these like Suzette Masters and we would see DC Dance and we go, oh my God, these people are amazing. And they would go, your kids are great. I'm like, yeah, but I like yours better. Because we appreciate talent. And it was wonderful. It was a great thing. And we made a lot of friends. We would do all this. We went all these cruises and we would go on these cruises with all these dance teachers and stuff. And we would talk about the same thing. And we would ask our questions like, your kids all come to class? They go, no. Yes. They miss this. They miss that. Do you fight with it? I go, yes. Because
the hardest thing is,
oh my God. We just want them to come. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm going to let him go. So then this all went on 96. We had the same group of 4 and we went to Joe Lanteri and those girls, they won the judge's choice. And we were young. We were a young studio. We just started, but we had good people and they were all trained. John had trained them all because they all came from little kids, from younger kids. He trained them. So there was, and they happened to come with us. There was a few and there was new ones, we had, it was a nice thing. And then we built from nothing. From most of the time we had only older, like teens and up. We had no juniors, and then through the years, now we have peewees, minis, juniors, teens, seniors. It's a different story.
It took a long time to build a baby program.
It did, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because in the beginning it was just him and I. Yeah. We taught most of the classes. We had a ballet teacher who would come in, except for the older. We had a tap teacher that would come in, and then so we had some teachers, but most of it was just us. And for like 20-something years, we did everything. We never brought anybody in. Now we realize that it's nice to have a different mix of styles within your repertoire because everything doesn't end up the same. So because so it's kind of nice when you see, oh wow, I like this. I like this is this style, this is this style, this is this style. Everybody has a different style, and I think it's been great because a lot of people ask us, because a long time ago, like, no, we do all these ourselves. He pretty much does every solo. This journey has been great. It hasn't ended, but it's been a journey. And I don't call it like it's a job, it's a journey. We are not a mega 500 studio because we never wanted that. We have I think we have 52 kids in our company, which is, which is for me, it's great. I like it. I think it's fine. I don't have to have 150, 200. Who, no. I mean, we're fine with it. And our motto was quality beats quantity. You know what I mean? So that's how we've always been there with that. Because, and if you want to be a dancer in the real world, there has to be a stepping stone and a way to do this. So you hope that your kids, a lot of them, when they're done, they go to school, they're on a dance team, or they want to be in the business. If they don't, you know what? They had a great time growing up until they were 18. It taught them to not to be nervous, not to be shy, to go out and speak in a meeting, like talk to you and say, hey, hi, my name is so-and-so. Not to be, you know what I mean? Now that came from the arts.
Mm-hmm, totally.
So I do believe with that. Now I'm going to turn you over to Johnny Wani because he has good stories. Yes.
John, I can't wait to hear your story. That was a great story, Cookie.
Because he is, I'm John. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm from Ruby Doherty's dance studio. I started dance. Okay, I'll try it. And then once I tried it, then I liked it. And I was good at it. You like whatever you're good at. That's always, yeah. So then my sister ended up quitting since I was good at it. That's one of those things. You can't be too good at something. Your sibling quits. So then I went to competitions and I did Mr. Dance of Pennsylvania and I won. It was not my first time. The first time I got first runner up, which is fine, because I didn't know anything about dance. I didn't even know how to take a convention class because I was only dancing for a few months and everybody else had trained their whole life. So the second year I came back knowing better how to do it. You had to also do an interview, which is really hard for me because I'm much more of a dancer than a speaker.
You're doing great right now. You're doing great.
Yes, nailing it.
Yeah. And after that, I went to Point Park College in Pittsburgh and Disney came by and they were having auditions. So I auditioned. It was my second year of college. Then I got a job for Disney. So I went to Orlando and I was like, I'm going to just go there for 6 months and come back to college. And they said, you're never going to come back to college. Oh. And I was like, I really am. I never went back. They were right. Because I hated studying. I hated the academics.
Yeah.
I only went to college to take the dance classes.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I moved to New York and I worked for Frank Hatchett. Yeah.
Legend.
And
Amazing.
We toured Japan and Sheila Barker was in the cast with me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was kind of, I always say it was the first thing, but Disney was first. Mm-hmm. So I felt like that was the first real job.
Okay, I'm gonna butt in here because John, through the years, there's only been a few. Oh, he was on Dance Moms, number one. He had that whole Dance Moms. Yes, and his dance was the only dance just to get 100. He got a perfect score with the boys.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah, the only time, and he's had a few dances that have just had a perfect score, and it's very, very rare that you have 5 judges that say, you know what, this dance was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not as rare this day and age, but years ago it was more rare.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the competition wants to keep everybody happy. So if you get 100, it's a business.
It was way more. I feel just more real back in the
Me
90s
too.
and the early 2000s.
Yeah. That's the only problem when I go to judge. You really can't be real.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, you have to candy coat everything. And that's not the real world.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But John did so many commercials and stuff. We worked New Kids on the Block. He was with them, and I don't know if you guys are kind of young for that.
Oh, I love it, New Kids.
No, listen, I had a poster. Don't play.
I did a Blockbuster commerciall. That tells you how old we are.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Crawford.
Oh, actually did it with Chris Judd.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he worked with me at Pleasure Island.
He worked with Pleasure Island. Yeah.
Wow. See, the dance world is so small. You work together in Disney. It's crazy. And then next thing you know, you're dancing on a Blockbuster commercial. I don't think that people really understand how small this dance world is.
So you have to really be careful not to burn any bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You have to be careful. And kids this day and age, they don't realize that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and with all the other options for burning bridges, back in the day, it was I said something and somebody heard something.
Exactly.
Now it's I typed something, I posted a video and somebody heard right, and it can stay there forever.
Oh, I did not say it, but now you can't do that.
Oh man.
So-
All right. Well, so when did you guys meet?
We met working in a show.
In the Miami show.
In Miami
Yeah.
show. And then
Oh yes. Okay, there we go.
and then we worked there, and then we opened a company called C&J Production, which we have done. So we still have it. We've done so many corporate events, and we have like a whole group of dancers. You know, you name it, we've done it. We've done so many cruise ships shows for Costa Cruise Line. We've done for Norwegian. There's been a lot. Like
Remember the
Cool.
Jackie Gap commercial? We had to
Mhm.
recreate
Of
that
course.
a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
events, yeah. So we've done so many events for like Maytag, Westinghouse, American Express, Merrill Lynch. We just throughout the years, and we do a lot of galas here too.
And we try to hire the students so they get experience.
Right.
The older ones.
That's why
Yeah.
when they leave our studio, they're already experienced in the industry.
Smart.
For example, is we had a girl who left and she auditioned for Britney Spears. When Britney Spears, no, was it Britney Spears? Yeah, Britney Spears. She was doing the soda like a 40s kind of style.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Haley calls and says, "Guys, I just booked this video. Thank you so much, because you know what? It was all 40s and nobody could do it.
Mhm.
And it was because of you guys,
Yeah.
because we had done the whole 40s thing, that I knew what Sugarfoot was and all these hands.
Right.
And I knew that, and I go, wow. Because we try to teach diversity. So, like, everything. Like,
Even though right now,
you have to
they'll
learn everything.
realize in time, contemporary isn't where it's at.
No.
Yes.
Right.
You have to be able to do it.
And that really made me feel good when she said that, when she said, you know, I go, wow, that's great. You know, I mean, some people take it for granted, but like, you know, they don't know how to do like 40s style dance. But
Right.
Mm-hmm.
video is a 40s style dances that you're going for. You have to know how to do it. And you're like, what? You know, you come across, well, we kind of teach, like we teach Fosse, we've taught all different kind of styles, Martha Graham, different styles, just so that they understand there's more than one style of dance.
You have to have a signature trick. Pull out their back pocket at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
When
true.
you get improv, you have to just throw it in there.
Yeah.
That's true. Ready to take your competition dance to the next level? Looking for a fresh set of eyes to critique your solo? Then say hello to IDA's online judges critiques. Simply send us a video of your dance, whether it's from an in-studio rehearsal or an on-stage performance, and our judges will take it from there. You'll receive a standard video critique just like you get at competition, but we take it one step further with our best-selling feature, 10 to 15 minutes of post-critique additional feedback. Your judge can now go back through your dance to elaborate and explain their corrections in further detail, and even pause the video to show you exactly what they are referencing throughout their critique. Parents, dancers, choreographers, and studios are loving this personalized and professional service for our dance world. We even offer genre-specific judge requests, 24-hour rush delivery, and bulk order discounts for studios submitting 5 or more dances. Prices start at only $35 per critique and are available year-round. Visit our website to learn more and submit your dance now at impactdanceadjudicators.com/online critiques. Get ready to wow the judges at your next competition after using IDA's online judges critiques. We can't wait to see your dance. Because that improv is, and I try to tell dancers that all the time,
Mhm.
like most
So
of the time
important.
you're gonna improv at
Yeah.
every audition that you go to.
Yeah.
Before the music starts, you have to improv, and then you need to do the 50s or the 40s
Yeah.
style choreography.
Improv
And
is
are
really
you
gonna
gonna,
fall in
like-
love with you?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like you need to be able to have that wow trick that makes my eye go to you before you've even started the choreography.
Yeah.
Because then I'm already interested, and now I need to see, okay, I can tell you're great and there's something special going on here, but now are you able to deliver the choreography in the style that I'm looking for? And then I can
Right.
hire you.
Exactly. I agree.
But I tell dancers when they improv, just to like feel the room and watch everybody, see what they're doing, and don't go that route. Go
Exactly.
totally
Yes.
opposite.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great advice.
Awesome.
I love
well, so
this.
okay, so we've covered your backgrounds, which first of all, y'all got so lucky. I wish I was older because I feel like your heyday, like when you were working on the Blockbuster commercial and the Gap and all that stuff, like that's when I feel like dance was just like anything goes. They were trying different things and there were opportunities everywhere and it wasn't as competitive, it feels like. So like, ugh, lucky you.
It was a good time.
It prepared you for the business of running a studio that can produce dancers that can do anything. So on that note, what does your competitive level like training program look like? Are they taking ballet 5 times a week? Are they taking tap? Are they taking ballroom? What are you doing with them
We
that
try
makes
to
them
keep
so
it
good?
the most minimal as possible. So because we want them to be involved in school also.
Okay.
And that's kind of where we differ from everybody. We only require them like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. The other days, dance team, they love it, with their schools, because that's how we keep seniors.
Great.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Most of our kids are on dance team, either middle school or high school. And
Really?
yeah, most of our on dance team, and we have no problem with it, because you know what? This is my motto, that high school is a part of your life that is very short, and you make your friends, high school and college, but you make your friends in high school, and you make these memories. And if I make you choose that you cannot do dance team because you have to just come to dance studio every day, you're going to resent it. You're going to resent me. And I go, no. So let everybody enjoy themselves. I complain. He complains. We deal with it. We know it's over. It's over. Okay, guys, now it's our time. You know what? You've had him the whole time. You know what? No, I need him on Wednesday because we have mandatory rehearsal. Our first comp is next week. So, but we have a dance team this weekend. There's another dance team event, which one person. So we've never had every single person together at one time.
Oh, wow.
Because of
every dance
team. Yes, and I know it's frustrating.
Right.
You know what? We deal with it. And I tell the kids, I go, you know what? Don't get mad at us. We got to vent. We vent at the moment, but we understand. Once it's done, it's done. But the kids take ballet. They take jazz. They take contemporary. They take lyrical. They take hip hop, and they take ballroom. We had to take the tap out for the ballroom because most of the kids took tap when they're young, when they're little, but or else they're here till 10:30. You know what I mean? And it's like, and we can't get the kids. They don't start till 6. They cannot do 5.
Wow, that's late.
Yeah, we started at 6 to 9:30.
Wow.
5.
Wow.
For my older, the younger kids start at 4.
Okay.
So they get a quality dance. And that's what I say. Because to be honest with you, you can say, I take ballet every single day. And I can look at you and say, you do. Okay.
Right.
You're wasting your money.
You're wasting your money. You should be much better than what you are then. So you're not putting, what do you call it? A pen to paper. No, because you're just going through the motion. If you take it every day, you better be good. Yeah, your arms better be good. You better have you better be good. You better have to see it. And you know what? And some of our younger kids go to a ballet school like during the week, and they do take just straight ballet, like a straight ballet class from another teacher, which we have no problem.
You to any true ballet
studio. There are different places that they go to, which is fine. But they do know that the ballet is important because that is their foundation of your technique. And I do, and it doesn't, and you need to take it. But they only come, some of the kids come twice a week
for ballet.
For ballet, yes. But my younger ones do.
Are you doing like a full hour and a half ballet class, or are they hour classes?
It's an hour and a half. An hour and a half. Yeah. One's an hour and one's an hour and a half. And I have a lot of kids who take a double class on Tuesday. They take the first one for an hour and the second class for an hour and a half.
Nice.
Yeah. And I respect them for that because, they're young. They're younger, but they do it because they go, okay, they do it. They know that this is going to benefit me, Right. So, yeah. So that's so as far as we're not the studio where you're here 7 days a week. They don't come on Saturdays because we have recreational on Saturdays. We have a great teacher who's run this program for like 13 years already. She was one of our students, and she does a great job. And she takes care of the Pee Wee and the Mini Company. Her and her sister, they run that, and they kind of have, and they've really done They've done a great job, and we're really proud of them. I mean, I'm proud of our kids. I think our kids are for their age and stuff. They're pretty good. I call us a small studio.
Yeah, like we had like 2 girls leave us like a couple years ago and go to a different studio. And then this year they came back because they were like, they trained for 5 days a week at another studio. They're like, oh, your little kids are better than us,
Yeah, they made them come.
Mm-hmm.
They went 6 days a week. And it's like, there was no, where's the progress?
And they spent a fortune.
And she said, and they came back and they go like, wow, in the time that we've been back, the kids have learned so much more. And I think because remember, it's the quality.
Right.
Yes, it's not the, I mean, I'm a big stress. People ask all the time. They think this year kids, they go like, they come every day. I go, no. I go, no. If they came every day, first of all, no. They'd
be so miserable.
They'd be miserable.
Like those faces.
I know some people think, yes, I got you. I'm not condemning anybody, but some people think that, yes, you have to take Valley Plus 5 days a week. Okay, fine. Then you better be Nartina.
And I think in different parts of the country, you can require them to come 5 days a week, not in Miami, because they have so many things they just want to do.
Yeah.
Really?
Right.
Or whatever. I think if you're in Minnesota and it's freezing cold in the winter, I would.
Very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather be at the beach than ballet class if I lived in Miami.
There's a lot of kids who will take, if there's a teacher coming in and they say, hey, there's a master class here, kids will go. I want to go take that class, because they like doing that. Yeah. And we do conventions, and we do a bunch of conventions. We do Revel, we do Nouveau, we do a bunch of different ones. And so we take them to conventions because we think convention's good because it shows you dance-wise where you are. It shows you your retention, how to pick up, shows you how to function in a room where you have 100 and something people. And it's like, I got to learn this, and I think it's good. Some people don't like it. I go, yes, but it's good for you. Because then everyone's a different style. You have all these different teachers, and it's like, and you're learning something new for that weekend. And I think it's good.
It teaches you how to stand out.
I look at it that way. Some people do not like it. They're like, oh, why go to convention? I go, it kind of shows you where you are in dance. Because if you're in a dance studio and all you do is practice a dance routine, you go to a convention and all they sit back there and they can't pick up. They're like lost. Like, okay, what came after the number 4? And it's like, that's because their brain is a muscle and the brain has to work in order to retain choreography.
The only thing we can do as a studio is go to a convention and compete. And we hate that because not everybody can afford it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
You get those people that just don't have that kind of money. You have to pay a convention fee, then numbers.
Yeah, because you're in 8. Yeah. We have kids that are like 8, 9 numbers, a duo, and 2 solos. I mean, do the math.
Right.
And I'm just saying, we most of the time we don't do. That's us.
Yeah.
We don't do. We'll go to the convention, but we won't compete. If somebody wants to do solos, they can. But we don't do. We don't do groups. We don't do groups.
Right. You don't make it mandatory for the
No,
groups to
because they
compete.
can't afford it.
Because it's so
you're always going to have a few people that you have to reblock.
Yeah.
Don't want to reblock.
Right.
Yeah.
It is interesting to hear that because that is, I think, the biggest struggle with a lot of studios with how the industry is shifting to more of the pre-professional, highly competitive, advanced level studios who want that actual competition experience, who want someone to compete against at competition. Whereas like when you go to a leveled comp, we talk about this all the time. A lot of time that advanced category, that highest category and level at competitions these days is non-existent. No one goes into it because they're intimidated by it. So all of those dancers are going to the convention competitions because there's no levels and the caliber and quality of dancers is usually higher. And but the flip side to that is, yes, conventions are amazing because you get to train and you get to take class and you get to learn something new. But it's more expensive than a regular competition. So that's what makes it hard to add that competition aspect. And a lot of studios are in that same predicament where they're like, we want to transition to more convention competitions, but our parents just can't financially afford it. And it's a lot.
I would do it in 2 seconds, but, not everybody can do it.
Well, we do. Our kids do it. We have a lot of kids that do they do compete at the conventions. Yeah. They go to them.
Solos.
They just do the solos. We have a lot, which is good. And I do agree with you. There's only one level because all these levels, it's just
even judging. It's so hard to judge with all these levels.
Yes.
Like,
it is.
A girl's in intermediate level. She is a triple turn, and she's in Alsagones, and she turns out of it. I go no. And she's front air, side air. I'll go no. She is not intermediate. I go why? Because you want to win. That's how I look at it. And it's just kind of for me, it's a sore. I look at people, I go like, guys, come on, put him in the right level.
Right.
A girl going this weekend to a competition, and she's an elite. She's the only person competing.
Right.
Yeah.
So hooray.
Or lower. And I know the other studio, they should be an elite.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, especially when you know the scene, you know the dancers. We can tell as judges, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds in, what your technique level is like. I can probably get an idea as to how frequently you train at your studio, just on how you articulate through your feet, how you're using your plie, and what your posture looks like.
We just shove them all in elite and just either sink or swim. Just deal with it. Yeah, just because that's
Speaking of that side of the studio, so how many events are you going to as a collective studio? I know you said you go to conventions. You often don't compete as a studio. You'll have soloists optional if they want to. But how many required competitions are you going to? And are you able to find competitions where you do have competition in that highest level?
We go 4. We do 3 regionals and we do 1 nationals.
Nice.
And usually we do showbiz, we do car. We've done what? Showbiz, car, we've done showstoppers, we've done.
This year we're doing Star Systems.
Oh, we're doing Star Systems this year. We've done.
We just pick them because however we send all their school schedules. Everybody can go to that competition. We can go to that. That's the only way. We just don't pick them.
I think there's good talent. Showbiz has great talent. So I know some people think like, oh, the only good dancers are at a dance convention. I go, no. There's a million
especially
dancers.
Not in Florida.
That is
right.
Yeah, and we try to go every other year. We go out.
Art in Vegas was great.
Oh
wow!
You went there?
Like everybody nationals were all from LA. Those little kids are amazing. I was like, how are they getting those little kids to turn?
Yeah.
Right.
It was great.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like, wow. We thought these people are so good, but somehow, our kids were good.
I felt like they were better dancers, but we looked different.
We looked different
because everybody they were all doing the same things.
Yeah.
Right.
They're all from the same area, so they were doing the same tricks and the same transition. Then we came from like here in Florida and doing something totally different than everybody. So we stood out.
Oh, they were like, people were like this. These solos are good. These two groups are good. And they're,
who are these people?
Yeah, exactly. Who are these people? Because we had never been out there. Remember, and CAR has those. It's like a red room and a blue room. I don't know if you know that.
No.
Mm-mm.
So there was like 1,300 acts in each side, which is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a regionals or a nationals?
No, it's national.
But 1,300 on the left and 1,300 on the right.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 1,300 going on. So you had like 22. So, and then how they do it is if you score a certain average, that means you're a more powerful studio, you go on this side. And if you score, like if you score, you go on this side.
Which we didn't know that.
We didn't know that. They told us.
We're like,
why are we on this side? So we were with all those California studios.
Is that how it was like determined from regionals?
Yes, that comes from the region.
From the regionals.
Oh, interesting.
So like they kind of like accumulate your score from regionals as a studio whole. They know you're coming to nationals, and then they put you where you belong to compete up against.
Because your judging panel could be a high judging panel.
Yeah, exactly.
And some other judging panel could be lower, which you could get,
So all those competitions that do all that kind of stuff, all those cities they go to, okay. If we were sitting on a panel, we would have one opinion. If 4 other people on a panel, they have another opinion. Not the same thing we have. Or we might go to a city and our highest score is a 94 or a 95. These people go to a city, they're giving 98s and 99s to a city that's not that strong.
Right.
So when they do this and you do all those ranking things, it's like, oh, you're right. I go, you know what? It's just, we've been there, we've done it. Mm-hmm. We've been there, we've done it. We've won a lot of them, but still, it doesn't. It's hard.
We've also won it and lost it.
We lost people.
We've been in the same situation.
These people have never ever beat us before. There's no way.
We scored so different.
Yeah, but they were in a city that wasn't very strong. So those people were giving them 99s and 98s. We were in a hard city and we were getting maybe 95s and 96s, but they outscored us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
See somebody annoyed, I get annoyed.
Yeah.
And that's personal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, what? Yeah. That's why we look at it like, hey, we got it. I get it. That kind of stuff to say, who's the best? I think everyone's good. Because there really isn't who's the best. You know what I mean?
Everybody's good at something.
Everyone's good because you're going to do your dance on stage. And everybody, it could be 20 dancers up there and they're all great in their own aspect, in their own way. And it's only an opinion. So you get the opinion of what you like. you know?
Right.
And sometimes I remind people that when you're watching 5 girls that are all great, it comes down to an opinion.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5, it's an opinion, guys. It's an opinion. Remember, don't take it to heart. You did great just to be there. Don't feel like, oh, I'm a loser. I didn't win. No. I go, you were there with those people were great. We do that when we're in a lineup. It's okay, these are the top 5 groups. I'm like, damn, these groups are all good. Because I feel like if my grandma, my grandpa, and all those people out there, what are they gonna like? They don't know. They know that if you're bad. They know if you you kick with flex feet. But I'm saying, now what else are you gonna bring? Like, okay, suck me in, pull me in, reel me in, show me. So I feel like, yay. We did a dance competition in for Canada. It's a new competition called Breaking Bounds.
Oh,
and talent was great. Canadians are great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very well-rounded.
They are so well-rounded.
Yes.
Oh, wow. They're great. And there was a couple of numbers in there I was like, wow, that was so good. And I would like send a message to John because we were both judging. I go like, that dance was so good. I really liked it. You know what I mean? And I think that's a great feeling. And I'm not, you know what? Okay, we've been in this a long time. And there's some dance teachers that go to judge and they hate everything because the only thing that's good is what they do. No, you got to be a realist. And you know what? Enjoy somebody else's work. And say, you know what? That dance is good. And that annoys me sometimes when it bothers me when they don't look at other people's work and say, and appreciate it. Right. You know, and we're very much I appreciate other people's work. I go, hey, that dance was great. You know, I'll try to find a teacher and say, hey, good job. I loved it. It was so good. You know, which I think is great. And, we've been in this business a long time. So we've seen a lot, we've done a lot. And I feel like, I don't know. I like to tell people when I think their kids are good and their stuff is great. And I
think that's a testament to how long you've been in business. And you even said when you started your studio, you had friends who helped you that were studio owners. Yeah. That's not everybody. No. There's so many communities of studios that are like I'm not helping you, you're my competition, no way.
Exactly.
But because y'all seem to be like welcoming of others and helpful to others, like how great is that? You're helpful with the dance teams. Like there's, again, so many studios who are like, no, my kids can't do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys seem to have a great relationship with the people around you. And I think that's amazing.
I always text Suzanne from Real Dance. I go, you do this. And she, we go back and forth all the time.
Yeah,
she's great.
We love Suzanne.
We need to
Suzanne is how we got you. So
yes, she's who connected us. So shout out Suzanne.
Yes. Well, I have one little last thing that I want to talk about quickly because I know it's unique to your program, and I want to hear about when you decided to add ballroom in and why, and what do you think it does for your kids?
We probably, I would say, 15 years ago, right?
Wow.
Yeah, like 15 years. Because I think originally when we first opened, we did not have ballroom.
We did tap.
We did tap. Yeah.
We noticed that every kid wants to do Spanish TV because it's a huge market here.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Is what is going to get them the job.
So we hired a ballroom teacher
who
came. He's been actually with us. We've had a few, but one has been here a long time, and another one we had for a while. And he really taught. Remember, it's dance studio ballroom technique.
Right. It is a different thing.
Ballroom,
right?
Because that is so hard.
Yes.
They will work on a bevel and a shift with the hip for 20 minutes because it's wrong. The hip has to move to the left first, and then you know what I mean. They'll do that kind of. So you teach them good feet. You teach them the technique of the ballroom, but it's almost like. I call it.
I say it's ballroom-ish.
Ballroom-ish, ballroom funk, ballroom jazz. It's like ballroom jazz, but but you teach them arms and you teach them the feet and you teach them the walk and they learn all that. But it's not the same as going to a ballroom studio where you're gonna, and remember ballroom's on the 2, not on the 1.
Mm-hmm.
So as a dancer, a lot of dancers are like, oh, I go, guys, 1, 2.
And that's when that tap musicality comes back into play.
Tap comes in, yes. Give you one thing. I think all year little kids to take tap. You know why? Tap is what helps your musicality and it gives you rhythm. Yes. Because you need to learn how to hear the music.
Yes.
And people will be surprised. Okay, clap the music. The music going by and they're going. But they clap off the beat. You know why? Because they don't hear it. Tap shoes, tap on the beat. step on the beat. So I think it helps kids. Our little kids take tap for the musicality of it because you need it, and it helps you. It helps your brain learn to hear the beat. Because people think, oh, everybody hears the beat. No,
they sure don't.
No, some people do not hear the beat.
Yep.
You see them dancing with somebody, you're like, okay, the beat's going one way, you're going another way, and it's like it happens. But that's, going back to it, that's how we came up with the ballroom and our kids really like it and they enjoy it, and it gives you another sass. Like, really, ballroom dancers have such a flair. They walk out with that face when they're looking at you. It's amazing. Like when you watch them, their face is what gets you, and they do that all the time. I tell people all the time, I go, you know what? We've been to the Heritage and all these ballroom competitions because we had kids that would compete in them because they would take ballroom, and it's amazing to watch these dancers who come out, and from the minute they step on the stage, that face is like, you know what I mean? And they get you with the face, and they get you with that personality. And it's the most amazing thing to watch because you see foxtrot, you see waltz, and you see triple step, you see all these different things, and they're so good. And it's great, So we went to those, and then but we knew because this teacher who came in to show us, he says, guys, listen, this is what you're going to get. This is what you get. You won't get you'll get ballroom technique. It's not like it's just a ballroom studio. You know what I mean? It's hard. But I think for the most of it, our kids do they do pretty good. Yeah, I would say.
Francisco Gala Danceworks has created a summer dance intensive that helps bridge the gap between high school graduation and a dancer's future. Introducing Pre-Professional Dancer Institute. Pre-Professional Dancer Institute brings students in contact with dancers and artistic staff from the collegiate and professional dance worlds. This allows emerging dancers with professional aspirations to engage in open conversations about their career options and offers them the best avenues and strategies for pursuing their goals. Throughout the 5-day intensive, dancers will receive training and exposure in a variety of different career paths they could choose as a professional, like concert dance, company work, live performance, Broadway, commercial dance, and more. The Pre-Professional Dancer Institute Intensive is taking place this August 29th through September 2nd, 2024 in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and is open to advanced level dancers ages 13 through 18 who have a desire to continue their dance career post-graduation. This selective program is only open to 100 dancers and is by audition only. Learn more about Francisco Gala Danceworks Pre-Professional Dancer Institute by visiting their website at preprodancerinstitute.com. And don't forget to use our podcast promo code at checkout to receive $75 off your registration. Use the code Making the Impact in all caps at checkout. Don't miss out on this exciting opportunity to grow as an artist and prepare for your dance future with Francisco Gala Danceworks, our Season 5 premier sponsor. I think it's wonderful. I love that studios are slowly starting to incorporate that into the training because I'm looking back at I didn't even know what any ballroom was at all before I became a professional. That was not a thing at all. Dancing with the Stars wasn't even on television yet. It was not a thing. And then Lesley and I go to our first job for Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines together, and fresh little 18-year-old. And they, throw you into the punches and teach you all this choreography. And there was so much partnering in the cruise
hustle,
yes,
ballroom,
disco partnering,
foxtrot.
yes. And
you're just like, okay, good luck.
And I'm like, I don't even know how to dance in a heel. And now I'm partnering with a boy, and I don't even know what I'm doing.
And he's shorter than me, and how is this fair?
And if I knew some basic ballroom before I got to that professional job, I would have been more successful.
The fact that it starts on a 2, can anybody tell me that? Why didn't we know that?
Yeah,
I knew it from learning everything that my Latin teachers, Luis Salgado from In the Heights, he taught me everything that I know about Latin ballroom, and that was always at the In the Heights audition, you step on the 2 begin this salsa partnering in the club scene, and it is ingrained in my head, and that was how I learned it at an audition. I shouldn't be learning it at the audition. I should be confident walking into the audition saying, I'm gonna book this because I've trained in ballroom and all these other people haven't.
Yep.
Well, and I think it's important that y'all mentioned that this is ballroom-ish or studio ballroom, because I think that's a really very important distinction that
Yes.
if you're trying to learn Latin ballroom styles, you need to go to that studio and do that, because that is exactly like trying to learn point, at the YMCA. Like it does not work.
Yeah.
But what we do in a studio, like, and I'm really curious I would love to hear from a ballroom teacher, maybe your ballroom teacher at some point, like how do they truncate it and make it enough to do this, but still being respectful of the art form, because you want to do that too. You don't want to bastardize it so badly that it's unrecognizable. But like, I want to know more. So like, maybe we'll have to talk to your ballroom teacher.
He does all the time. He comes in and he goes like, he always tells them about their feet and the walk and the arms. He's really, because that's like, if you get the feet right, you get the arms right, you get the walk right, you're good. But he's pretty good because this is what he does. So and he has good feet. We've had some great ballroom teachers, through the years that have come by. Like we had Jonathan and Tana came in to teach part of our Latin number, and they're both great. She's great, he's great, and it was really, really good. And then you see them, and then it's like, and they kind of like did a little correction, and the kids were like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, okay, guys, no, lead. It's this way. Lead this way with your body. But they knew enough. You know what I mean? So it was good.
Right.
What ship did you guys work on?
Royal Caribbean Vision of the Seas together.
Okay.
The Vision.
Out of where?
The short ship.
Where was it at?
Mexican Riviera. So we poured it at Long Beach.
Yeah.
Oh, Long Beach? Okay.
Yeah.
So many Royal Caribbean clothes.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot.
We used to buy them when they were done with them.
Yeah.
Wait, you used to buy
shows?
what? The shows?
They're show costumes all the time.
Oh, the costumes.
Yeah,
okay.
so we have them all in a warehouse.
Well, you don't want our costumes, but because
Ours
they're
were
still
old when
on
we
the
had
ship.
them, and that was
20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh wow, because we have a lot of friends at Royal Caribbean.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean they're right down the street from y'all.
Yeah. That's
awesome.
good for you guys. You know what? That's my big thing. I do dancers who want to dance. I do tell them, you know what? You want to dance? Go on a ship. At least do 6.
Absolutely.
Do 9 months. Like a Royal Caribbean is a 9-month contract. You know what? Do it, because you can't stay on for the next one. You gotta get off and go back to rehearsal. Because but I says it's the best way to start your career out, to start living on your own. You get to work. I go, the shows are good. You'll enjoy yourself, and you'll kind of learn how to live as a solo, and no one's telling you what to do. You send kids like, oh, you're gonna move to California. Oh, okay. I want to make it in the business. I got you. But you know what? Here, you got $5,000. You don't have enough money.
Right.
And I got to pay for apartment. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's hard to do. I go do a ship, save your money. I go, enjoy. You will never be able to see the world for free like you can if you work on ship.
Yeah.
That is
correct. And get paid to do it.
And get paid to do it.
There's nothing worse than just training a dancer for years and they just become a teacher. What are you teaching? You don't know anything.
Yeah.
You have to like elaborate on your technique and stuff. That's how when you do shows, that's how you learn different things.
Get out.
Yes.
Get out and do that. Get out in the world and do it. We push it all the time.
Which a ship is good because you have like different styles all the time.
Yeah.
In one show.
Exactly.
We have been working on a ship in Petersburg, Russia, in Russia. We've been to Denmark. We have been Iceland, Greenland. We've been Panama Canal. We have been everywhere. We have been everywhere
when you
can
go into
think of.
New York and you go.
And all that is traveling on. We have done transatlantic on a cruise, working. We have done all the Mediterranean. I mean, it's like all that is knowledge, not knowledge. All that is working, doing what you love, and you're getting paid for it. You're getting
Absolutely.
You're getting to see all these great places. It really, if you think about it, in the long run, you would not be able to do that. How many people can say
literally never?
Like, oh, I've been like we've been to Africa, we've been to Tunisia, we've been to all these places. Working. That's just how we've been to Mallorca. We've been everywhere. We've been in Portugal. We've been to the English Channel. I mean, all that kind of stuff. The Kiel Canal. I mean,
and meeting all kinds of people from those places too.
Everybody,
culture,
and it's
you
like
grow up fast.
Yeah, and you learn.
Yes.
And especially when these kids go on a ship, because I think Royal Caribbean hires a lot of American, right? There's a lot of American kids, where other people hire a lot of English. English and all different other nationalities, So they have a lot of you meet a lot of friends, but that's my biggest thing. go on a ship.
Yep.
Do the ship first. You know what? If you don't like it, you tried it, you did it. But
Right.
you don't have to worry about anything. You're going to get fed for free.
Yes.
So your food's paid for. And then you're going to see, even if you did Caribbean, you're doing Caribbean. How many times are you going to go to San Juan? You're going to go to St. Thomas. You're going to go to St. Martin or Barbados. You probably never, but you get to go on the ship.
And you're on vacation.
Yeah. You work and you enjoy yourself. I always talk about it. And you get paid for it. I said, that's the best job to do. And really, honestly, and you know what? Because we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did. I had a blast. Yeah.
We speak from experience all the time. Like Lesley and I actually now work for a cruise ship company called RWS Entertainment, which is based out of New York City. They cast for Holland America. Okay. And I'm the audition choreographer for their tour. So I'm now on the other side of the table and seeing the dancers that are eager and hungry. And whenever I get to have talkbacks, or even if I'm mentoring new dancers who are breaking into the professional world, I always tell them to go do a cruise ship. It was my first job. I got the job from Star Power Nationals and all this.
Exactly.
Right.
That's right.
Star
Power have them come in. Yeah.
It's just, it was the best decision of my career to go do that cruise ship. And even like what you said of dancers who were like, I'm going to move to LA and I'm going to be a professional dancer. You have no experience on your resume. People are probably not going to hire you yet. You have to get some things on your resume to show that you're reliable, that you've completed a contract, that you're professional. And then once you have something from a reputable company on your resume, then we can try out LA. And now guess what? You have money, you have experience, you know how to perform in a show. Like it's a great place to start. And a lot of people look at it as like only a starting point of their career, but people go back to cruise ships all the time. They pay better money than regional theaters. Like,
I mean, I have friends who are married. They met on a ship. She's a performer. He was a sports staff. They paid for their entire house pre-pandemic, when housing was affordable. But no, from cruise ship salary, they were on cruise ships for 10 years.
That's great.
And just, they have no debt. They paid for their house, like, because of cruise ships.
Yeah.
And so anybody who says, oh, a cruise ship, no. You want to be on a cruise ship.
Oh, I
You're
say all the
dancing
time.
for your life on a cruise ship.
I get that all the time. It's like, oh, a ship. I go like, don't say it like that.
Don't say it like that.
No. I go, you know what? I go, where else are you get a job that pays everything?
Yep.
Go get a job somewhere that pays
you.
housing and food. And you're entertaining people. People are coming in, they're entertained.
LA, and then they realize they have no money, and then they start calling us. And they ask us, oh, now the cruise ship sounds good to them.
Yeah, but I tell them, I go, you know what? You gotta audition. I go, I can only go so far. I go, you audition yourself. Because we've been there. We've been and we've sent people and they burn our name. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And
it's also really competitive. I think we say these words like, oh, just do a ship. Well, okay, yes, but like audition for the ship.
Still gotta
audition again.
Yes.
Send your video in. My jobs got from a video and an immediate replacement because somebody broke her ankle.
Right.
And I had just recently again submitted another video just to say, well, here I am again. I was too short last time, but maybe this time. Boom, job.
Right.
Good.
Right place, right time. You never know.
Exactly. And you just never know.
Persistent.
And right. It's not as easy as it sounds, but once you get it, it is easy.
Yeah.
It's the easiest, best job in the world.
But also, that rehearsal process was the hardest reversal process I've probably ever had. Especially because I was new, too. Like, I was brand new.
In Florida.
Is it 6 weeks?
It's so hot.
Is it 6 weeks? You guys are there for 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, we were there for 6 weeks.
Yeah, we learned like
5 or 6
shows.
2 or 3 shows.
Yeah,
maybe 2.
We did 2. This was a long time ago.
2?
There may be more now. Yeah.
Okay, you were in the new facility?
No, I don't know.
We were not.
Oh, you weren't in the new one?
No, we weren't in the new one. We weren't in the new one.
This was in 2008.
Oh, you were in Hollywood?
Yeah.
You were in Hollywood. Oh, now
I've gone to see those shows. You know how they do a performance.
Yeah, the little preview show. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done that. Oh, yeah, that was before. Now they have that nice big building by FIU.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
Lucky.
I've seen the photos. They look beautiful.
Yeah, they look nice.
There's 25. There's 25. My friend, I have a friend of mine, and she teaches a lot of the shows. There's 25 rooms.
Wow.
It's huge, and they built housing for them. All the kids, everybody stays there. So you have your own dorm and housing there. Dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is made for you there. Everything is there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and there's a kitchen. They cook everything. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice for them. That's why.
See, look, everybody, doesn't that sound lovely? Don't you want to do that job in sunny Miami, Florida, and then go float away at sea, dancing for your life, and learning how to ballroom partner and all the things? Like everyone do it. I'm telling you, it's a great
Well,
show.
there's a ballroom show on Royal. I don't know which ship it is. There's one. There's one
Strictly
because I remember
ballroom.
it's something. Yeah, there's a ballroom show because I think they hired the dancers. Actually, in the audition, they wanted to make sure that you had some knowledge of a ballroom because the whole show was like part.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't remember which one it was. Because Isabel was telling me, but it's really good. It was really good.
Yeah.
They do there's one number they do that slow motion. Have you ever seen it? Where the number starts and everybody moves slow. It's like
cool.
everybody's frozen and you're moving so slow. It's so cool to watch. It's really good. But it's on one of I can't remember which ship it's on. I don't know if it's in Asia somewhere.
Oh.
Okay. Well, there's so many now.
Yeah,
I know
because I think
their fleet has just
might be the Ovation or one of those. It's out there somewhere. Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool.
Well, y'all, this was such a great chat. I loved hearing all of your experience from your professional careers and what you're bringing to your studio at Dance Attack in Miami and all the different variety of training that you're offering your dancers. And like I mentioned at the beginning, you are doing things right because you've had dancers that have broken off into professional careers and have been very successful on Broadway in Los Angeles, living their dreams as professionals or getting that experience and then going back into the teaching world. And it's all thanks to what you've given them for the past 29 years at Dance Attack. So congrats on all that you're doing. Congrats on making an impact in our eyes as well. That's why we wanted to bring you on and feature you. And hopefully some of our listeners out there, maybe they're learning about Dance Attack for the first time. Maybe you've competed against Dance Attack at a competition. Be on the lookout for them this season at competitions in the Miami, Florida area, or maybe even at nationals. Where are y'all heading this year for nationals?
Orange, Alabama. Orange Beach.
Oh,
Gulf Shores.
Weird.
Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now everybody is like, where are we going? They don't know even.
I think it's called Orange Beach. Orange Beach, Alabama.
See, we don't even know.
Yeah, Alabama. I think it's in Alabama. Orange Beach, Alabama.
Cool. All right. Well.
Yeah, Gulf Shores. I think it's Gulf Shores, Orange Beach. Yeah, it's one of those.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe some of our listeners will see y'all there.
Yes.
And I hope that you have an amazing season. It sounds like it hasn't even officially started yet. So best of luck at competitions and conventions this season. And thanks for being here on our podcast, John and Cookie.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Yes.
All
So
right,
if you guys would want to do one final thing to lead us out, and you can talk to, you both can go, or one of you can go, just one final thought when it comes to owning a studio. If you want to talk to other studio owners, other dancers, advice to anyone, just one final wrap up thought with our studio spotlight feature, which is the owners of Dance Attack.
I feel like you need to, as a studio owner,
Be honest with the kids.
yes,
Be honest.
honest.
You know,
You have to like what you do, and remember, everything is not about a dollar. There's a little bit of there's a little bit of pride in there, and there is more of a feeling of content, which you can't put a price on. So how can I put this? Enjoy, and everybody that walks through your door is there for a reason. So that is a blessing in itself because they're coming to you for something. And when the people that are coming through your door, they're coming to you because there's a reason behind that. That means that they trust you and they want you. They want their children to learn from your establishment. And I think that is the biggest thing in the world, because when you get your kids that have graduated already and now they have their own kids and they bring their kids to you, it's such a beautiful, it's such a beautiful thing. And you know what, we have great and have your, if you love your kids and you're really good with them, they will always be there and they will always come back to see you and they will always talk about you and say, hey guys, how you doing? Yes, you know, I went to Dance Attack when I, you know, until I graduated, you know, that kind of thing.
we have alumni even like nationals every year.
Yeah, they come to watch the dancers and they come to support, you know, and they have their alumni jackets on and stuff, you know. So I just think be yourself and make this a beautiful thing. And remember, it's dance.
Yeah.
What we do is not a necessity of life. This is an extracurricular activity that the kids should be very fortunate that the parents can afford to do it, because not everybody can do it. There's a lot of good kids out there. Their parents cannot afford to pay the hundreds of dollars it costs to take dance. So really be respectful, really thank your parents for all what they do and the sacrifices they make. for you to be able to come to a dance studio and compete and do everything, so that's my biggest thing. I tell them all the time, thank your parents, because you know what? There's a lot of other things, when there's no money, it's like, guys, you can't take that because we have to eat, so this is a super, super luxury thing that you have in your life. So respect it, love it, and and just embrace it that you're able to do it. That's how I look at what we do. This is what we do, because we're in a business where you don't have to come here. If you don't have the money, you can't come. And we would love everybody to come for free, but you can't do it. It's just the way it is. So I want to wrap it up and say, be very appreciative for the people that come through your door, and for the kids to be appreciative to their parents for the sacrifices that they make for them to do what they love, because it's not easy. But parents make the sacrifice because they love their kids. And I respect that. John and I do. We respect them a lot.
We hope you enjoyed our latest Studio Spotlight episode featuring Dance Attack Miami. Thank you to John and Cookie for joining us on this episode. Be sure to follow Dance Attack on Instagram at Dance Attack Miami and learn more on their website at danceattackmiami.com.
Don't forget to follow Making the Impact on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, and pretty much everywhere you listen to podcasts. And if you want more exclusive episodes, support our podcast by joining our Platinum Premium membership for only $5 a month. Join now at impactdanceadjudicators.com/platinum premium or click the link in our show notes.
Making the Impact, a dance competition podcast, will be hosting a live podcast event in the heart of New York City at the Capizio flagship store in Times Square. Mark your calendars for Saturday, March 30th, 2024, and join us live in person for a jam-packed day of dance fun, freebies, and more. Our live podcast recording is completely free to attend, and all attendees will receive a swag bag sponsored by Capizio, Making the Impact exclusive merchandise, and coupons from our sponsors. Meet your hosts Courtney and Lesley at the live event and ask questions from the audience during our Q&A recording all about the dance industry and the competitive dance world. Dancers, teachers, studio owners, professionals, parents, and all dance lovers are welcome to attend. And for all the dancers out there, we can't host a dance event without a dance class. I will be kicking off the event by teaching a 1-hour jazz class for ages 9 and up, overlooking Times Square in a beautiful New York City dance studio. Pre-registration for class is now open. After the live recording, it's time to mix, mingle, and shop. Take photos with Courtney and Lesley, network with the NYC dance community, and stock up on your dance season favorites with Capizio. We can't wait to bring our live podcast to New York City and would like to thank Capizio for sponsoring this event. RSVP now and register for class at the link in our show notes. And don't forget to spread the word and share with other dance friends and fans who would like to attend this free event. We hope to see you there.
Coming up in the next few weeks of Making the Impact, look forward to episodes on cameras in the classroom, nutrition and dance, and advice from veteran dance parents.
Thanks for listening week after week. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep dancing.